Hey everybody, ICXUnique84 here. I sincerely apologize to all my viewers for not regularly making videos as I should.
Oh, really, no need to apologize. The less you make videos, the better.
It's a part of my own sloth and my own laziness, and I ask that you pray for me in order to try and make more videos.
Oh, pray for your sloth? Oh, whoever's out there, please cure this man of his laziness, which affects so many people, mostly couch potatoes. Oh, and Lord, when will I get my period? Sally got hers last week, and when will it be my turn?
I've been doing some thinking for the past few days, especially as a teacher who teaches government and politics. That's what I do for a living. Often a lot of my students will ask me my own political leanings and philosophy, and of course I tell them, because, well, they ask me. But I had one the other day ask me, do you ever think that Christianity will be persecuted by the establishment, by the United States? And giving the individual, giving my student an honest answer, and this was after school, I said it's already happening.
Oh my. Really? You told this to your student? See, last thing I heard anything relevant to this, I do believe it was gay people getting beaten up, for being gay, which has nothing to do with Christians being persecuted. Rather, it was Christians persecuting people. Or, let's see, last time I saw an anti-Christian parade was, oh, never. How about an anti-Christian protest? I've never seen one. Let's see, last time there was a Pastafarian preacher, which you can probably find on YouTube and the Pastafarian website. He got beat up by the people who didn't like what he had to say. They were Christian, by the way. So you've told your student that Christians are being persecuted, and you're a teacher?
The society that we live in likes to claim that it is a society of knowledge. That's a society of fact, but it really is a society of opinion, if you think about it. That's what academia is. It's all these opinions trying to vie against one another in order to become fact.
Let's examine this point. It is not my opinion that the world is spherical. It is. It's not my opinion that if I take a gun and point it here and blow my brains out, I will die. It's a fact, unless I'm a really bad shot. So, these opinions that are vying to become facts, most of them are supported by science, and therefore are facts. They're not opinions. But let's say this is true, just for the sake of argument. You are then saying that the Bible and your religion is not a fact, as many people claim, and is an opinion. I like this idea, seeing as how it's also not supported by science, and therefore has no possible chance of winning its vie. So, touché, you have successfully admitted that the Bible is incorrect and an opinion.
I thought that I would go ahead and just talk about some verses that I read.
Oh, great, because quoting verses always help.
I'll go ahead and read them. Remember the word that I said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Oh, well, Christ is talking about persecution right there, and how people will persecute the followers of him. And let's see, I can take from that what he means by persecution, because we know what happened afterwards. I don't think anyone's been tried for being Christian lately. And I've never really heard of anyone else being crucified lately.
He who hates me hates my Father also. I don't think that I have to go in and explain what Christ is saying there, because it's very evident. We should love our enemies, even those who persecute us.
Persecution usually involves things like others being violent towards you and denying you rights. So far, the Christians have pretty much the same rights as everybody else, and there's usually less violence towards them than they have towards other people. So no, you're not being persecuted, really. What you are being is contradicted. You are being challenged to prove your belief, but that is not persecution, buddy.
I was reading St. Nikolai in his prologue, and he stated that whenever people persecute us, and whenever people say something bad about Christ, about our faith, we should answer with silence. Because in silence, ultimately, there is God.
Wow, that is a statement. It sounds a little something like this. I've got nothing to back up anything I would say in response, so I can't hear you. La la la, can't hear you. Oh, you have a decent point. Nope, can't hear you.
Those of us who are worrying about the election and worrying about what's going to happen, take heart, pray, and know this, as Christ said, in the world you will have tribulation, but you have to remember Christ overcame the world.
Okay, so to wrap up, you pretty much said you're being persecuted in one of the most Christian-dominated countries in the world, and you, being a school teacher, have taught your students this. I'm sorry, but if I ever have children, you're not teaching them, because I'd really like somebody who's not opinionated by their religious belief to teach my kid what's going on in the world. Okay. Then you added that when someone tries to reason with you, the best thing to do is ignore them. Which is very childish, don't you think? Finally, you said, don't worry about politics and conflicts going on in the world because, the zombie Jesus is gonna come back one day and fix everything when he finally decides to get off the couch. Wait, I have this brilliant idea. Why don't we pray for Jesus so that he can overcome his sin of laziness and get up and come back here? Yeah. How about no? So, buddy, whatever you were trying to do here, failed. And you got owned by a guy in a maid's outfit. Bitch.